Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here and welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're having a great morning today. Hope that everything's going well, that you're feeling great, that the weather's doing good for you, that you've got some fun plans for the day, and just that life is good. Hope you had a great day yesterday and that you're finding your way through this amazing time of our lives. And, one thing I've learned, we started off 60 and Me with a couple of priorities. I mean, one was financial security, having money to, get through your 60s and beyond. The other was independence that involved travel, education, mentoring, doing things for yourself that were an expression of who you really were, things that you couldn't do perhaps when you were younger. And the third one was good health. And I think that today I want to talk about that third one because if there's one thing that I have learned in my 60s is that staying in shape, losing weight, staying fit, and having a nutritious diet, a healthy lifestyle is a choice. It's definitely a choice. It doesn't come easy. So I start my day most days with a cup of tea, and you know this. This is my green tea. I actually don't know which, that's Twinings, I think, but I love my green tea. It's super good for you. And I just love to drink green tea, probably 3 times a day. Do you have a favorite tea? But this is one thing that I do every day to try to get myself off on a good start. So I've given myself, my body, something good to start the day. And so that's really where I wanted to chat about today, is this way of making decisions and choices in your life that are going to make you feel stronger and healthier. And also for, looking at some reasons and some excuses, I guess, that I use to stay away from the gym and to avoid doing exercise and keeping my body in the best shape it can be. And there's actually 9 tips here I'm going to share with you today. There's a lot. There's probably 19 that I can think of that reasons I don't want to do the work to stay healthy and to lose that little bit of extra weight. It doesn't seem what I do, honestly. I mean, I'm sure some of you are agreeing with me here. Others, lucky people, don't seem to have a problem with their metabolism or their weight. But it doesn't seem what I do. I always stay the same weight. I just can't seem to drop pounds, the last few years. And I go back and forwards a few pounds here and there. But I think when I reread this article that we wrote some time ago, I could see a lot of the things that I need to change. So I'm going to share them with you, and maybe together we can start the day today with one of these ideas in action. So first thing, why is it so hard to lose weight in your 60s? Well, of course, metabolism and hormones and just our aging body, contributes to it. We do actually have our metabolism just slow down, and we're less active. I mean, when we're with family and kids and working, we do tend to run around a lot more. So as we get older, we do tend to slow down a bit, and our bodies, of course, are changing. And the other thing is that the place we really need to be in order to lose some weight is either outside on the street walking, or in a gym, or some place where we can dance or do Pilates or swim. We have to get out of our room, our house, into the world. And I think that's a really hard place to be sometimes when you look at in the gym, the young women in the yoga class, the beautiful young well toned and very flexible young people, and it's like, I just don't fit here. It doesn't work for me. And that's why actually I love our own yoga videos, because they're a way of doing yoga right in your home, and you can really get into a discipline of doing good gentle yoga or chair yoga, and it's just one way of doing those things you need in the comfort of your own home. But it is hard, and there are some, as I said, some tips that we can trick ourselves into doing. Now, first one, love plate sizes, love small plates. And this is basically reduce your portion size. And I do know how hard this is, though, because when you're cooking for one, it's very hard sometimes to get a small piece of fish or a very small piece of chicken. You have to be very disciplined in how you cook your food, and then you save it, or you ask for small portions when you shop. But the secret really, and I've seen this in several places now, is to just use smaller plates. Don't use a great big old plate that you used to use before. Just use this like the salad plate. And when that's full, It's full. You really honestly don't need probably as many calories as you think you do. So hide all the large plates in your house and avoid temptation. Now, this is actually very true. My son tells me this all the time, and he's absolutely right. And that is, it's much harder, it's much easier to fight temptation than it is to fight willpower. So in other words, don't bring things to your house that you're going to be tempted to have to be strong to avoid. Just don't buy them. So just start from the beginning by not putting things in your home that are going to add extra things on the plate, on that small plate that you're eating from. So I think that's really important. Second thing, embrace the power of the humble egg timer. Okay, you know where I'm going with this. We all sit way too much. We sit in our little chairs, we're working on the computer, we're doing research for this or that, we're talking on Skype, we're making all kinds of reasons to just sit here. It's just so easy, like you navigate from your desk and you never move. It's obviously really not good for you. And it's, we used to be out there, I mean, our parents and grandparents in the field, working hard and doing things in the world. And so exercise was just a part of life, certainly in the earlier days. But now we can do most from our computer, and getting up and out is important. So the egg timer, set it. Set it for like every hour. Every hour, just set the egg timer for 1 hour. And when it rings, get up. Just get up, walk around, do some stretching, do some great exercises. There's some really good yoga positions you can do, just stretching, simple bends, and just move. Shake your hands, shake your body, just move things around, get your heart going again. And then, if you can, go out for a walk. Just put your shoes on and go out for 5 minutes. It's not going to kill you to go out for 5 minutes, or even a bit longer. 30 minutes is great. Just take a break. Every 4 or 5 hours, go for a long walk. I actually do this, and I have times in the day that I know my body's got ready now at 3 o'clock every day. It's like, okay, walk, and it knows, and that's an important thing, is either set the egg timer or set a timer of some sort internally, and just get up and go out, do something, just move. Number 2. Next thing is to control your alcohol consumption. I know this is an important one, and many of you have written about this, so I know I'm not just preaching to you. I mean, I know you know this, and that we all love a glass of wine. Not all, many of us love a glass of wine now and again, and it's okay to have a glass of wine with dinner, maybe once or twice, 3 times a week. But if you're finding yourself having a drink every time that you sit down to eat, or maybe between meals, I think you understand what's going on, and as I said before, it's a choice. It really is a choice. So just make the decision to watch those drinks. Also, it's calories. I mean, the drinks do have a lot of calories, so that's another thing to consider. Another thing is to walk your way to a thinner waistline, and it's true. I mentioned it earlier. Go out for walks. There's nothing simpler. And I love getting out into nature. It's such for me as a creative person, I get all kinds of ideas. It's a fabulous way to, just to meet people, talk to people walking their dogs, experience what nature's doing, the changes that are going on in the world. It's such a pretty time of the year right now, and I mean, every time of the year is gorgeous, but when nature is just doing its thing, raining or not raining, plants are growing, new vegetation everywhere. It's just, listen to books. I mean, I take my audio books on my phone, I put my headphones on, walk carefully, watch the traffic, and just listen to books. And Audible, of course, is a great place. I go there for my books to listen, but you can also go to, there's one called LibriVox, which is free books on tape. So you can certainly download things at very little charge and enjoy walking and listening to books. Another thing is to eliminate mindless snacking. I'm looking around. I don't have any snacks around me right at the moment, but I normally do have a little bowl of nuts or a little bowl of, sometimes I'm good with celery or red peppers, but most of the time I've got something. I also do this silly thing of, I don't know about you, but I reward myself. Just get through this article or just finish this task, and then I can have a salted caramel. I know it's crazy, but I do this, and that maybe that's not mindless because I'm actually planning it. I'm plotting my sugar intake, but it's really the same. It's just mindless eating. It's eating just for the sake of it. And every time you nibble a 100-calorie item, you could have been having a huge salad with a boiled egg and really filled up your stomach. So that's another thing, is don't do this calorie consumption just mindlessly for the sake of it. Another thing, another idea, I don't know what number we're on now, but another thing is to get into the garden. Now, if you don't have a garden, there's plenty of natural gardens. There's lots of parks around most cities and towns. And if not, just maybe go borrow someone's garden, go visit a friend who's got a garden, offer to help. But that's another really good thing for exercise and also just to connect with nature, with the land. And sometimes occasionally get a nice bowl of strawberries or maybe a couple of vegetables, a cucumber or some lettuce, and make a fresh salad. But really going out into the garden is a great way to eat fresh and also to exercise. And also when you've got your mind focused on something like a specific task like gardening, you tend to forget about eating. And so you tend to, it's not just gardening, but any hobby. Once you get your mind off of food and onto to a task, then it's a little easier to just lose a bit of weight and mind the calorie consumption. Another thing to do is to put on your dancing shoes. Go dancing. There's so many cool meetup groups these days. Okay, you don't like dancing, but maybe you could just go, I don't know, just shuffle around or just do something, just go watch dancing. And even that, you might feel yourself moving a bit. So dancing can help to build your confidence too, your social skills. It's a great way to meet people, even if you don't really love dancing that much. Just do it. Or go to a yoga class or a dance class at the gym. Lots of ecstatic dance and other fun belly dancing that you can do. But just put on your little tap shoes and go and dance. Another one, say no to automation. Honestly, I don't have a car right now. I don't need a car here in Switzerland, but I know most people in the States do need cars to get around, in Canada as well, and other parts of Europe. So if you do have to drive your car, well, you know what I'm going to say? Just park it. Park it miles, not a mile, half a mile from where you're going. Just park it and walk. You can do that, or just take it at last parking space in the parking lot. But don't use automation as an excuse for not walking. And another thing is stairs. These fancy lifts that we've got now, if you're only on the 3rd or 4th floor, just walk up. And if you don't really feel the energy or you've got some mobility issues, I totally get it, then walk down. Hold the railing and walk down. Every step counts. Every step matters. So another one, and it's the final one I'll offer you here of our 9 ideas, is to have healthy snacks nearby. I mentioned earlier my celery and red peppers. Those are good snacks. Just have them by your side. And when you get in the car, instead of taking a bag of nuts or just a huge bag of something, 10 cookies, just take one, wrap it up in a piece of paper or a little snack bag, and just take 1 or 2. Take a little bag of nuts. Eat them, savor them one at a time. So take healthy snacks with you. Don't know if you're going somewhere that doesn't have healthy snacks, you don't have to be starving, hungry, and compromise. So that's a really, really good idea. So that's our little suggestion for losing weight and staying in shape today. I hope that it's inspired some of you, given you some ideas. It's been good for me too. I've really now got some ideas for today that I will have a go to try to follow. And my timer is going to go off any minute for a walk, so I'm going to do that. So I do hope that you've had a really good morning here with us today. I really love chatting with you, and just go out and have a wonderful day, whatever you've got planned. And we'll see you all again soon. But I do have a question for you, which is, are you currently trying to lose a little weight? And what are you doing? What physical activities do you love the most? Let's have a conversation and encourage each other. I think we all need some encouragement on this particular journey. And again, go out and have a great day, and I'll see you all back here again soon. Take very good care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.